Hello and happy new season of Rocket League. Hopefully ranked is treating you well and not making you sad. Today we're going to be looking at a replay analysis here for Really, who is in Discord. He had a replay analysis about 2 videos ago where he probably had one of the most perfect Champ 1 games you're going to see. And this game is less perfect, I would say. But it's going to be a good starting point for the new season as people start diving back into ranked to get some good tips and tricks and help out Really as well. So let's get into it. Now blue team starts off hot in this game. Really has a good kickoff, and the cheat from his teammate was a little slow. His teammate, blue side, had a very good cheat. Basically, I don't think there's anything that Really's teammate could have done here. It's just a tough spot, and that's going to happen a lot in kickoffs. The kickoffs are a weird situation in Rocket League where no one has boost. It's very situational, and with how the blue team cheated, it just worked out perfect for them. So here we go. Really likes to move his camera a lot to really identify what's going on. So he's looking at the blue side, seeing how he recovered, seeing where the his teammate is. Really nice shot high off the back wall. This is really good placement for this. You have plenty of time, yet kind of low boost, so you don't really want to try to dribble this as much because eventually the ball is just going to get away from you. You're going to get dunked, possession is going to get taken away from you. So what Really decides to do is blast this super hard off the back wall and just make it really awkward for the blue side. It worked out, kills time, lets his teammate have a chance to go for the ball. Really letting the blue team come into his corner. Very smart. Now we're going to control it. Trying to get just a quick play. Does get the demo, which is very clutch. Good job trying to keep control. We want control in twos. If we have more possession than our opponents, we're going to be in a much better spot than they are. And then just beautiful goal here. Reads this perfectly. Encroaches up the blue side of the field, has the ball roll to him just beautifully. And a lot of players, I think even if he would have just took a power shot here, he probably would have scored it. But realizing he has a chance here to take control, take his time, and then follow it up immediately. Like this little pop touch here, just drove it into it, softly popping it up. And look at 88 here. He is already jumping, expecting the shot, and he's going to be flying out of this play. He is not in this play. And now the blue teammate is just going to be stuck in the water, being like, okay, what's Really going to do? Really can do whatever he wants. Wow, the pen is laggy today. You guys see how laggy that is? Damn. Anyhow, Really does a great job taking his time and then just blasting it on the net. That little pop touch and follow it up immediately is a amazing shot. Anyone who's lower than champ needs to start incorporating into their games. A bit unfortunate. Obviously, the blue side did not go for this kickoff. So, I like to think Really saw this, but I think he misplayed where he touched this ball. Because 88 challenges this and like fully commits to this. So if I see, when I'm on kickoff, I'm actually looking at my opponents. I'm looking at this guy's name tag and I'm trying to see, is it moving, is it spinning? We also have this blue defender pushing really hard, so it's gonna be tough to try to pop that over them, especially with the ball on the ground and them not get a touch on it. It might have actually been more effective either to recognize that they're not going for it and then push it to the side and get boost and then take it, or to push it more diagonally into the corner and try to play the touch again. Obviously, whatever happened, I don't know what their other opponent or your other opponent's doing, but I think they were out of the game for quite a bit. Right, let's see if it would have worked. It might have worked if you played it in the corner. But either way, like, obviously tough, right? Like, what are you gonna... That's not a normal thing you'd expect and then your teammate does not do a good job of helping protect the ball. He's very worried about getting boosts here when it's, you need to, you know, you need to challenge this. You need to go get this ball, especially if it's going off your back wall off a kickoff. You're it. You're the last man, you know. You can't just casually go get boost and then let them shoot it on net. That's just not going to work. So far the first 2 goals have actually been a lack of awareness and situational gameplay from your teammate. And that's what's going to happen in Champ 1 and any rank below Champ 1, really. Your teammates are going to do some weird stuff and they're not going to understand things, and easy goals can get scored on you. But then there's not really anything you can do about it on kickoffs. So I don't see anything on those kickoffs you could have done super different where it would have stopped your teammate from giving up those goals. So doing good here. We get a play off the wall. It's tough. Your teammate does miss it, but you thankfully are able to get back in time. I don't blame your teammate for that challenge either, because it's like, it's their time to go for this, right? Like, let's even back up and watch your teammate from this perspective. You gave them a pretty decent ball to go for. They just need to recognize, like, after Toby gets this touch off this wall here and it comes back, like, going for this is just not going to work. You just got to turn around and you need to shadow defend and try to kill time for your teammate to come back. So obviously, I mean, that's tough. Your momentum's already going towards you and you think something else is going to happen. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. I probably would have challenged that too. You know, you want to be a little aggressive in 2s as well. Off this touch here, so obviously you get up to the ball, blue defender whiffs in front of you, so obviously it's a shock already that they whiffed. I would have probably taken my time on this one and try to get this towards the net now, because now we're in a situation where we have a blue defender who just super duper committed way behind us. Like, we have a lot of space in the open field, especially with the blue defender right underneath the ball. Take your time more and get around that ball and take a better aerial towards their net. You kind of threw away possession with the rushed aerial, and it didn't quite work out. And with this touch too, I like it. It's aggressive, but if your teammate's in a spot to actually take that ball and score it, your teammate actually, if you look at him, he's the one who's underneath you at this point. So playing this ball to the middle is going to facilitate blue side having a very quick counterattack, right? Because we don't have any orange defenders on this side of the field at this moment. You'll be there. But just pushing this to the middle really facilitates the blue side having a counterattack. Maybe a better play would be to tap this gently and then try to air dribble it to kill time and try to get a 50 on it. Or even maybe not even touching the ball at all. Just letting the ball go and letting the blue side try to take possession in their corner, or let your teammate who's down below you try to do something to stall. But it's a little like pushing this ball to the middle, you know, it really lets them kind of have their way with the whole field. You did a good job getting back on defense and saving the ball though. Obviously right there, it's just a bit of a whiff, misread it, no big deal. So now we're vibing. You're pushing a little too far forward here, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna go and you're going to drive all the way over here and grab this corner boost, and then you're gonna come back and try to attack. And it works out in the game, but in general in 2s, you don't want to, you know, isolate your teammates too much, right? Your teammate's gonna come up this way, and you're gonna be first off in front of them. If we cut the field up like this, you're gonna be in front of them. And they're going to also have, like, the blue side's also going to have basically the entire side of the field here to work with and operate to keep the ball away from you. If we are more in a position, say, just behind our teammate, right? get a couple of little boost pads, or even get this corner boost or this middle boost and come back and try to get into a general area here, it's going to be much tougher for blue side to clear the ball in a way where you can't challenge it immediately or try to keep pressure, right? But when we fully commit up to here, there's plenty of room, basically this entire side of the field, to take that ball and clear it and alleviate pressure, right? So obviously nothing really happened, but that's just something to think about. Get a good touch. Your teammate had a great play off the sidewall, and then you do what you do best. Just take control of that. Take control of the ball. It does bounce out a little awkward, but this is such an underrated thing that I don't think a lot of players do. When people think about passing, they just kind of either throw it off the sidewall or throw it off the back wall and just pray that their teammate's there. But what you did, you took a nice touch, you got up on the wall, and you waited, and you saw where your teammate was, and you put it towards where your teammate actually physically was at the time, right? A lot of players are just going to put the ball off the sidewall, put up the ball off the back wall or wherever, and not actually actively put the ball towards their teammates. We also see that on defense, when we have a really clear chance to clear the ball. We have a chance to hit the ball really hard, and we just play it off into a corner on our opponent's side of the field, right? When we should be looking to see where our teammates are, because a lot of times our teammates have just challenged and they're upfield. So you should put a pass to your teammate. Just have more vision of where our teammates are. So I love this play. You put it right where your teammate was. Obviously, the ball bounced a little high, didn't work out. But I mean, that gave you an opportunity to have a really nice pressure. We got good control here. And then there's nothing wrong with just punting to the other side of the other corner, basically, because there was nothing there. There's no pressure. There's no immediate goal that could have been scored. Now we're on defense. And then, yeah, good job. Like, this is a tough position. Like, you kind of had to go all the way back to get boost. And now you're in a spot where Toby here has plenty of room to do whatever he wants. Plenty of possession. And you kind of don't know what to do, and then you eventually just back and reverse into him so that he is forced to make a play. That's what you want as first man. You want to force the opponents to make a play. Do something. Recovery was a little poor. Tough. What are you going to do? Our teammate here, let's kind of look at it from his perspective. I'm trying to see what happened. Your teammate fell for the classic, I'm a little behind on the play. I should be upfield maybe. Let's flip to try to get covers distance quickly. And then 88 just has a really nice quick turn here. So I think I say this in almost every replay analysis I do, but be careful if you're going to flip to go for a ball that's up in the air like this, right? Because once you commit to this flip, you are going to travel a certain amount of distance before you're going to be able to actually turn and do something else and or make a play, right? Or even jump or do anything. So we're going to see here our teammate flips, and now 88 turns and challenges. And guess what? You're not defending anything now. So by the time your tires are on the ground and you can turn, they've already hit the ball past you. And now you didn't give any time for your teammate to recover. So it's a tough situation, trying to do what you can, but sometimes your teammates are just going to do things where it's not the most optimal play and it doesn't work out, but you can't control that. You can't control what your teammates do, right? Good defense, not committing to anything crazy, and then good recovery. I mean, this is tough. Like, we need to put this ball away from the net or we're going to get scored on situation. So obviously it didn't get put to the best spot, but being able to recover and get the next touch is very, very important. So very good there. So far, something I would say is we have to focus on what we can control. If our teammate's going to give up goals, there's nothing we can do really to control that besides being more defensive or, covering our teammates a little bit more. So I know I've said a lot of things about really his teammate here about how they messed something up, and that's why a goal was scored. But it doesn't mean it's not something we can learn from, and it doesn't mean like, oh, his teammate just sucked, that's why this game is the way it was. Like, no, like, there are things really could do differently that could help support his teammate, and we don't want to blame our teammates because it's not constructive to you. You're not actually gaining anything from being like, ah, my teammate sucks, this is terrible. Like, you have to control the things you can control, and that's how you play and what decisions you make, right? So, just wanted to do that little disclaimer because I know it's a very polarizing thing talking about our teammates and how bad they are. So, very interesting touch. I love how I say, I love how I say, like, oh, don't blame your teammates, blah blah blah. It's not, and then like, this is just a terrible like touch. Like, there's no reason to even touch this ball, really. Like, after you've accidentally already hit this up the wall like that, you just can't put this behind you and have this touch that's basically passing it. Like, like, yikes, that's not good, but like, you know, you can only control what you can control. Oh, good save. Way to get in front of that. You had a good block. Trying to look around, trying to see everything. Almost had this. This was a really, really nice save. It was almost an own goal. So something we need to work on too. Is, I would say, you know, we're flipping back and forth, trying to see where the ball's going. We know, like, now, basically, that I would say right around now we know that, okay, this is not going to be good. 88's coming here really hard. You did a good job of getting back as quickly as you could to save this. And you barely got there, right? We barely got there, which is, I mean, that shows that you did the best you could there. Always try to be more parallel than that, maybe. I don't know. Like, very good save. I was gonna criticize how you got there, but like, you actually got there the last set, like with like literally a second to spare before saving that. So like, good. That was a really good placement, really good speed. I just like being more parallel with the net, and then maybe it would be able to play to the corner better. But you literally had nothing you could have done there. You barely got there in time. So there. I was gonna say something that wasn't right. All right, good patience. There's no threat in your corner, right? There's no threat. Good. Let your teammate go. You're both in an awkward spot. And then I like the fake challenge. Really, really good fake challenge. Force the blue side to think that they're getting challenged. Actually had a play there, but ended up making them throw away possession. So that was good. Gotta take control of this, and then amazing demo. Very, very good dribble. Very controlled. Exactly what you wanted in that situation. Now, 1 goal deficit. Have a chance to win here. Great turn with low boost. Ball over boost. We really want to, you know, get after it in that sense. Good placement. Good plays. And then getting out. Beautiful. Getting out. Low boost. We got to go for it, though. We got to try something. I would say maybe working on, as we get off this, we need to like immediately be going for low boost pads. Especially when we're down. We cannot afford to waste time not going for boost or not having boost. So like, as soon as you get off this, try to sneak this one, and then it's bang bang, and then as you turn to go back for this, you get another one, right? So I mean, as I'm coming off this wall, I'm trying to go bang bang, and then either go get this boost, right? Because I mean, we're in a situation where we don't have a lot of time. Our teammate's going, so we know there's going to be a play, so we don't want to go for this boost. But we do want to get boost still somehow, so we want to play it like halfway, right? We're going to go get this boost, we're going to get this boost pad, and then we're going to be on our way to either get this boost, or we'll have 3 boost pads by this point, or 2 to 3, I would say. And then we could turn and make a play and still have 24 boosts versus 0, right? So we kind of flip into no man's land. We don't have any boosts around in our area. And now we're turning around with 0 boost, trying to make a play with someone who has full boost and full momentum. So I don't think either way, if you had boost or not, or if you took that path or not, you would have gotten that challenge better, right? You wouldn't have. You probably wouldn't have. But just something to think about. We always want to be getting low boost pads. You're doing a good job there. And then, you know, obviously you tried to go for something that didn't work. Just being able to play that to the corner is a big win. It's a big, very, very safe spot. Good clear. Waiting to see what happens. Getting little boost pads. Getting the big boost pads when we can. And yeah, just aggressiveness. That's what we need. Beautiful aggressiveness. This is kind of what I was talking about. Get little boost pads just in case. Because we take pads on our way to big boost that gets us more little boost pads. If something like this happens, we might have 40 boost versus 20. And that might make all the difference, right? So now when we have to follow up for this next save, we have 20 boost or 12 boost or something instead of 0. You know, it adds up. If we can focus on taking pads that get us low boost pads, it really, really adds up. Like you did a good job there. You got 2 little boost pads, and that's what kept you in the game. So good so far. Great demo. 17 seconds. Time to go. Time to get something. And you guys have good pressure. And then yeah, just nothing kind of comes of it. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like, our teammate didn't get us the ball in the middle at the end. There really just was not an offensive opportunity here towards the end to even do anything. So what are you gonna do? Like, what did we learn from this game? And there's small positional things we can do better. But overall, offensively, there wasn't like a clear time where there was a mistake that, oh, this is a goal that could have won the game, or this is an opportunity where the game could have changed, you know? It was just a slow, like, mistake after mistake from our teammates and other things that we couldn't control that kind of lost the game. I would say it's unlucky, right? Like, this is an unlucky game. If I played this, I'd be like, wow, how unlucky can I be? Because we had kickoffs where it was super awkward, or you had super big advantage, and then they just dunked you randomly, and then our teammate was just in a bad spot because, like, who would expect the ball to do that, right? Or the blue team had a really good plays, and you're just out of position, and they end up scoring. So like the goal scored on you, I don't think there's anything you could have done differently to have them not get scored on you, realistically. On offense, you had some great solo plays. You had some really good dribbles that helped score goals. But I think that just the chemistry between you and your teammates just wasn't there enough to overcome the chemistry that the blue team had. The blue team, obviously, as we can see here, were queued together. Like, they play together probably a lot, and that's why they were so cohesive, and you're solo queuing. I mean, look at the stat line in general. 2 goals, 4 saves, 2 shots, right? You did everything you could have. I mean, and your teammate just didn't mesh with you. It is what it is. And I think that's an attitude sometimes Rocket League players need to have. It is what it is. You're not going to win every game. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this replay analysis. If you want your replay analyzed, go to the description, join the Discord server, and then head to the coaching section, drop a replay there, and I will do a full replay analysis on it for free. So, that's kind of cool. And if you're not subscribed yet, you should probably do that. I mean, what are you waiting for, right? So, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.